extra concern for the mental health of our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We trust that giving your understanding of this own of your own we trust that giving your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make a decision, a discussion decision. I don't know, that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. Play Doki Literature Club. You can agree that you have noted that the game age rating is your region and you consent to expose highly disturbing content. It's just only I agree. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. You probably heard I read the entire thing out loud. I think my mic picked it up. I'm not sure, but we'll. New game. Please enter your name. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious of any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Suri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you have known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sighed and out in front of the crosswalk and let Sarah catch up to me. Hi, I'm sorry. Hi. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, boys and others. Well, if someone stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Siri. We crossed the street together and make our way to school. As we jogged near, the streets became increasingly sparkled with other students making their day commuted. By the way, boys and lovers, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I prefer perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about, but I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is ready. It's really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No problems though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I guess I'll promise you'll I promise. I guess I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get um, lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I don't know what that one says. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to erase her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is an ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After an ounce of motivation, clubs. Suri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Suri. Suri must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I th- I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah. There's no way I'm going. Stop, DoorDash. Well, not DoorDash. Phone assistant. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Suri is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one I showed interest after the one who who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. That's Nusiki made cupcakes for everyone. Don't make a promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Suri is really that much of an airhead and all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Suri across the school and upstairs to a section of the school I rarely visit. Suri is full of energy and um, uh, uh, energy swings opening the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you I don't like being called a new member. He glanced around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Cerise always says it's nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy, girl 2. Why, why to kill the atmosphere? Way to kill the atmosphere. It's hard to read when there's so many things happening in my room. Wait to kill the atmosphere. Poison lovers. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Dot dot dot. All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Nasuki? Hmm? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Nasuki, is the one I don't recognize. A small figure makes her look like a first-year-old, student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Suri. I'm waiting for my phone assistant to go off. That's why I'm stopped talking. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Suri says that stop quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, that's Nazuki, always full of energy. And Yuri is the smartest in the club. This is here, the smartest in the club, okay. I'm checking my DoorDash real quick. Melody. Oh, they haven't even moved, okay. Don't say things like that. That's true. Jesus, look at her. Yuri appears completely more mature and times seem to have a hard time keeping up with people like I'm sorry, and Natsuki. What did I call her earlier? Natsuki or whatever? Natsuki? Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, boys and lovers. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, so we rarely talk. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of her league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little, you too, Monica. Come sit down, boys and lovers. We've made a room for you at a table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then you know about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged into a form of a table. As Suri mentioned, it's been it's been winded, so that there is one space next to Monica, one space next to Suri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feels awkward to take a seat next to Suri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute, Suri said. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Amnusi. Well, just hurry and take one. Suri grabs one and stop! And Monica, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious, Suri, with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Niski is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down, the icing sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Niski. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I heard this before. I thought you technically did, Suri said. Well, maybe, but not for you. No, no, you dummy. All right, all right. I give up. I give up on Yusuke weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. don't let yourself get intimidated by Yuri. Just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I practically dragged here by Suri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, so Suri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for another of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budgets, like publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if I encourages others, I get into literature and then I fulfill that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like a festival that makes it more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone exclusively agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goals. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, poison lovers, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have good ways of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Nuxie head perks up. Looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Nothing much. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, he said, well, you see, Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind the theme is amazing to me, and telling a good story is such a fringe world is completely impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so um, reserved at the time since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can so desperately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books once. I desperately gas something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone who has a, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a storybook makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing ways you look at the world, if only if for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, I just um, Natsuki Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? What gives what gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcake, your poems, everything you do, just as cute as you are. Yuri, sorry, Suri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute, Natsuki. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eye contact. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing it takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers' explosion, your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Dot dot dot. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, Monica. I have an idea, everyone. Dot 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 question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look closely at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Dot dot dot. Yeah, let's do it, Siri. Plus, now we have new members. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, boys and lovers? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. What up? There's still one problem. And what is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Suri may have confidence in me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose. Oh no! And I lose my train of thought. All four of the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, but, I'm sorry. I thought, poison ivers, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I joined the literature club. One by one, one by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me. Stop! She wraps her arms around me, jumping and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think we can officially end today's meeting, and on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Boys lovers, I'm looking forward to seeing how you impress yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with mid-core writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsu clean up their food. Hey boys and lovers, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she had stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us departed the club room and made our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Suri, Natsuki, stop! Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps. I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll join. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'll make sure good fortune will find me. I need to keep... Alright, it's not that far. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I write? Rainbows. We have to put that in there. Hmm. At this point, I was just clicking random things. Hi again, poison liver. Glad to see you didn't run away. That's honest. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Suri told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year, at le- at and last year too. I don't know if you planned to or just came here to hang out or what. But if you don't want to take us seriously, then you don't want to see the end of it. As you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom, in the clubroom. Nisuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defended. Nisuki plops back to her seat. Don't worry, guys. Points lovers always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me. He helps me with busy work without me cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry. There's why is there flies everywhere? Oh my god. So, what did it apply? Sorry, that's because your room is messy and distracting. And you're almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and both lovers always become good friends too? This is a theory. Hmm? Dot dot dot. As usual, Suri is oblivious of the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, it's a fly. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Suri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Suri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means I'm time to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, and so any nice gestures from you is pleasant. Is a pleasant surprise. I'll make it. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yo reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out this book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read it. And we could, discuss it if you want. That this is how this girl accidentally being cute. This girl accidentally being cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I decidedly take the book. Yeah. Well, you can't read it if you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hear what you think. Just a fly. I'm curious. How do I look forward to hearing what you think. Fly. Now that's everyone's settled in. I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled adventures for the club, but that doesn't seem so the case. Suri and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already burned into the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nutsuki is roaming around in the closet. And it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Yuri's conversation with Monica. Well, we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, so... Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intelligible, actually. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Someone that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. And what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's all literature events. So it's more important to figure out what to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What is this? Suri is taking this really seriously. It's weird to hear her deeper like this. You know what? That's a good point. In that case, you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Ah, good thinking. Nesky would love them to do that. You're right. Nesky makes the best cupcakes. That would work out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak in my creative tummy. Dot dot dot. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Suri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Suri can put her mind. I'm about to turn off the phone. Things that and make them come to life. Suppose that's why I ended up letting her get in, letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like if to. I can't help but wonder why it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I opened my eyes to find Suri's face still fulfilling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping class. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica overhearing. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Suri. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. Phew, I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefits of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Suri. Look, Suri, it's written all over you. Suri glances around at herself. Oh, okay, hold on. How it's written all over you. We were clearly in a rush this morning. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Eh? I run my fingertips down down the side of Suri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need freshness. My hair really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there are my toothpaste stains on your collar. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Here. I tried to wipe it off the stain with my fingers, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want you to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your unblooded button up. Seriously, why don't you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. It's stupid. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner than it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I mean, my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Suri blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Suri hesitantly unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's much better. Suri puts her arm around, out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't ever. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you'll focus on going to bed early. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, against Siri. But I was joking at that. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Boys and lovers can't write to read yourself. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but I'm still toots around and retrieve her poems. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sari and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sari is on. Sari is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes her on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Lucy and Yuri practically complete as well, reaching to their bags. I do the same myself. Should I show my poem first? We'll do Sari. She's my good friend after all. ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, boys and girls. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sari? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more productive than this. Maybe a little messy. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So then I read your poem. It's not just a poem, it's a prism of its poem. Oh god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feeling in it. Sari hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sari. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, boys and others. Deep down, you're not selfless at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sari. I'm not sure if Sari seems the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy up from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rain in the rainy day? I look above the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not that mad. Wait, oh, but I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but you did wait until this morning to write this. No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was bad. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how I should put it. It sounded like just you. It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point of arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. He. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should show my poem next? Monica. Hi, Potion Lovers. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring things up. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off filming with a flow until I'm more disciplined. Anyways, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, boys. We all we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get to getting past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Suri would say. Is that so? You and Suri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well, we're many be good friends, but Suri and I eventually really different. Are really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other well-being. Even if you showed it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'll think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it way too much? I could be. Oh my gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri writing has kind of gentle feels to it. I can tell that she likes exploring things, emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy things sad too? Yeah, that's actually unexpected. Yeah, well, to each other's own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to try new things. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not that good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims they're not that good. Well, that's because I have sounded confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. I couldn't have been me. See the direction that's spackle. Same thing that spackles Croucher out, noisy neighborhood, and angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I don't see the real blind, like a film left behind in the sun. but it doesn't. But it's too late. My lieutenant already scored the permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole in infinite choice. I realize now it wasn't looking in. I was looking out. So what do you think? It's very freeform. It's like what you call it, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. And that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of people's phones have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. And when performing out loud, you can really, it can be really powerful. What was the impression behind this one? Inspiration, sorry. Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know about how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Empathy? Empathetically? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing top tier of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too flexed on the specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Other ways to think about this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I want to know how to save. Oh, that's how you do it. Alright. We'll get back to this next time.